Can a phone replace a camera? That's a question that companies have basically said yes to for a decade, longer. Smartphones are now the dominant way to take videos and photos, or at least photos, and in the case of iPhone users and many others, video. We've seen a lot of companies recently switch to having LUTs, log profiles, partnerships with big companies. And of course, occasionally, a company goes a little further. You guys will know I use the DJI Pocket 3 for pretty much every video in the last 2 years or so. I may have just found its replacement. And no, it's not the DJI Pocket 4, and it's not the new Insta360 Luna, which both look amazing. It's a phone that aims to do something a little different. This is the Honor robot phone. And this can basically replace a gimbal and a smartphone. It's not a phone masquerading as a camera, and it's not a camera masquerading as a phone. It's somewhere in between. And honestly, having spent some time, a couple of hours over there here in London, it's actually really bloody good. So the early part where I was on camera was 100% captured on the Oppo Find X9 Ultra, which I absolutely love, and I use it for a lot of my photos. There's plenty of phones that can do good video, but you'll notice that the camera's moving, and yet I am. The person who's holding it for me isn't. This is what makes the Honor robot phone so special. The pop-up camera, the combination where it takes something like basically my Find X9 Ultra camera, amazing camera, combines it with my DJI Pocket 3. Yes, one phone, two very distinct use cases. Not only is it a phone, it's also a gimbal camera. It has subject tracking, it has horizon lock, it has super steady, it has all of the things you're looking for from a gimbal. But one of the challenges I find with gimbals like the Pocket 3 and the others I mentioned is that they are primarily a 1-inch sensor, and you either have to have it always on you, it's slightly bulkier to carry, it's quite big. It's not that big, let's be honest, I have the battery pack and stuff attached. But its utility, when it's not being used for video, is a big fat zilch. Literally nothing. It's not great for photos. And then I've always thought, well, I would love a phone that the phone things well, the phone camera things well, and the gimbal camera well. And the robot phone does that. It's a big phone. It's a great phone. It's got everything I like about the Honor Magic 8 Pro. Then it does the camera things really well. The core specs, the 200 main, the 50 ultra wide, and the 200 telephoto at 2.7x, honestly fantastic. But what's really great is you can use these zooms features within the context of the robot, the gimbal. I can zoom in with the gimbal. This is zoomed in, and then as we zoom out, I'm not moving, but as it zooms out, you can see there is still obviously a slight difference in quality, but you're getting everything you want. The same things that I dislike about the Pocket 3 is not great for photos. My God, is zooming hard. And its utility is basically zero unless I'm in video mode. It's a product I have to take. It's a replacement for a camera versus being a gimbal that is always in your pocket. That's what makes this different. Then there's the 6,000 milliamp hour battery. But then, you know what's interesting? Let me pull this up. Guys, that's the size of a screen on a Pocket 3. Do you know how tiny that is? This is the equivalent of those really bad, like tiny viewfinders on older cameras. Newer ones have a 3.5-inch LCD. I think this one measures 2 inches. The Honor robot phone, at 7 or slightly short of. What that means is, as a viewfinder, it's better. The functionality is better. Look, it's not perfect. No phone is ever going to be, especially in a piece of tech like this. There are going to be downsides. I can't tell you what they are. I'm not reviewing it right now. I'm talking about the things I like. But then here's where it gets really interesting. Like off something like a Pocket 3, you're getting the basics really well. But the robot phone gives you something more. It gives you the partnership with Ari, who, to be honest, I didn't know who they were until Honor announced it. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And what I like is you record a lot. You can record straight in log. It has preview lots on screen, so you can see what it's going to look like with different effects. Everything a professional creator or someone who's started with a Pocket 3 or similar for vlogging and has then decided, you know what, I need that extra step, but I do not want to spend money on a large full frame camera. Side note, my Sony a7R4, my Sony ZV-E1, $5,000 to $7,000 worth of camera plus another $5,000 worth of lenses. Haven't used them in 2 years. Convenience matters. And the thing about this is it's got the pro features you want and the normal features, and then beyond it. Look, 6,000 milliamp hour battery, super fast 120 watt charging, the full shebang that you'd expect from Honor or from any Android phone. This is what's important. This is what's important. Do you remember the Galaxy S4 Zoom? The Panasonic PH1 or whatever they have, I can't even remember the model. Cameras masquerading as phones. The S4 Zoom was literally a camera with a big ass viewfinder that was running Android, but it was also 15 odd years ago or however long ago it was. This is the evolution, but done for a modern creator. You want to record vertical video, the gimbal can lock vertically. You want to record horizontally, the gimbal can do that. I honestly am like, what can't it do? Well, I'm sure there are things that I'll cover when I cover it more, but for now, this is the third time I'm seeing it this year, and it's the first time I'm like, oh, do you know what? This isn't just a nice concept. Yeah, this is something I would carry and use. And that's the Honor robot phone. Yes, gimmicks aside, there are a lot of people that this makes a lot of sense for. As always, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Whilst you're down there, don't forget to hit the like, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell, because not a lot of people are gonna have access to the robot phone. It's only in China. And you can bet that I obviously have had some access because I'm standing here with this video. And yeah, if I do get more time with it, what do you want to see? I'm honestly hoping to be able to eventually record my own movie with this, because that's who it's also designed for. If creating content, if you're serious about creating video content, look no further. And if you want photos or something that can track you as well, or you're a streamer, do you know what? It's pretty good for those things too. Until next time, cheers, darlings.